Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World.
March 1st, 5:23 America, New York. Iran expels 2 German envoys amid uproar over death sentence. Iran says it has expelled 2 German diplomats over Berlin's alleged interference in its internal affairs.
Washington Post World.
March 1st, 5:17 America, New York. Ex-UK health chief defends record after COVID messages leak. Britain's former health minister is denying wrongdoing after a newspaper published extracts of private messages he sent in the first weeks of the coronavirus pandemic.
Fox World News.
March 1st, 5 o'clock America, New York. U.S. mainland under threat as Iran pushes assassinations, kidnappings, report. A report from an NGO claims Iran is ostensibly expanding a list of assassination and terrorism targets in the U.S., according to highly detailed legal report viewed by Fox News Digital.
New York Times World News.
March 1st, 5 o'clock America, New York. How Russia lost an epic tank battle, repeating earlier mistakes. A 3-week fight in the town of Vuhledar in southern Ukraine produced what Ukrainian officials say was the biggest tank battle of the war so far, and a stinging setback for the Russians. Ukraine's 72nd Brigade near Vuhledar, in the Donetsk region of Ukraine, on Saturday.
Mirror World News.
March 1st, 4:37 America, New York. Harrowing footage shows aftermath of Greek train smash that left at least 36 dead. A derailment and large fire followed after a passenger train collided with a freight train at high speed, with the crash leaving at least 36 dead and dozens more injured, including children.
Mirror World News. March 1st, 4:32 America, New York. Smugglers threw kids into sea to stop migrant boat sinking on Voyage of Death. At least 65 people, including 14 children, died in the migration tragedy when their boats slammed into sandbanks and broke apart in rough seas near Italy early on Sunday.
Washington Post World.
March 1st, 3:21 America, New York. Ancient restaurant highlights Iraq's archaeology renaissance. An international archaeological mission has found the remnants of a 5,000-year-old restaurant in the ancient city of Lagash in southern Iraq.
New York Times World News.
March 1st, 3 o'clock America, New York. A strange dream. A cruise ship is a floating shelter for displaced Turks. More than 1,000 Turkish residents displaced by the recent earthquakes are staying on a luxury boat in the Mediterranean Sea. I would never have guessed that I would be on a cruise to nowhere at a moment like this, said Basik Atay, who lost family and friends in the quake.
BBC News World. March 1st, 2:37 America, New York. Greece train crash. Pictures of devastation as dozens killed. The cause of the crash, that happened shortly before midnight on Tuesday, is currently unknown.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
March 1st, 2:02 America, New York. China lab leak. Most likely caused COVID outbreak, FBI director says. The director of the FBI has said the agency believes COVID-19, most likely, came from a lab leak in China. The Wuhan Institute of Virology that it is claimed COVID the 19th of May have escaped from.
Mirror World News.
March 1st, 2 o'clock America, New York. Spain holiday hotspots see 2 feet of snow as freak -16°C Arctic blast hits country. The Spanish holiday island of Majorca has been hit by a devastating storm that has led to more than 2 feet of snow and caused roads to collapse as the temperature dropped to -16°C on the peninsula.
New York Times World News.
March 1st, 1 o'clock America, New York. U.S. fears Lukashenko's visit to China is strengthening ties between Russia's closest allies. President Alexander G. Lukashenko of Belarus arriving in Beijing on Tuesday, in a handout photo from the Belarusian state-owned news agency.
RT World News.
March 1st, 0:28 America, New York. FBI names, most likely, COVID origin. The head of the bureau accused Beijing of attempting to thwart investigations into the source of the global pandemic.